The SUI network, and of course its SUI token, really has been one of the darlings of this crypto cycle. If you look at this chart here over the course of the last year, the project is up 378% in the last 12 months. The last year, that is excellent. That beats Bitcoin and just about every other altcoin out there. It's been a rough year on the whole for altcoins. Really only one or two exceptions that I can think of exceed those kinds of price gains. Again, 378% among the top 100 projects. And the team behind SUI, Miston Labs, is very much throwing all of their energy right now seemingly into one very impressive and really amazing ecosystem project. And that is the decentralized data storage provider Walrus, which really is challenging the beast of centralized storage, otherwise known as AWS, Amazon Web Services. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie, and this is Altcoin Buzz. All the best of luck if you choose to invest, okay? I genuinely wish you very, very well. But take that with a grain of salt because I am not a financial or investment advisor. And that just means by extension that this video is not official financial or investment advice. So let's kick off this conversation in the context of better, faster, and overall much cheaper storage. This is where Walrus has a few advantages over other storage providers out there. Walrus is proving to be faster and cheaper than Amazon Web Services, AWS, and by the way, Google Cloud. Developers and users alike are liking this. They love Walrus for its programmability, but also access control and its ability to store huge files pretty easily. Here are the advantages in a little bit more detail. The first big one is the Move programming language that, by the way, SUI and its entire ecosystem already uses. Move is an object-oriented language, and it just means that storing your content as objects is easier. So think NFTs, non-fungible tokens, but not just those. Also, huge chunks of data, like an artificial intelligence LLM. This stores easily as objects, and it's a bit of a different setup, but it's much more efficient, much more practical, and for less money than some of the competitors out there like Filecoin or Arweave.
Most Web3 storage is still stuck in 2020, public by default with no real access control or built-in encryption. Seal and Walrus fix that. Seal is decentralized encryption and access control. You can program smart contracts. Walrus is fast, structured, and composable decentralized storage. Together, they let you store sensitive content like AI datasets, DAO docs, or game assets securely and privately with logic like token gating, time locks, or role-based access. By the way, Walrus is like a decentralized version of Amazon's AWS, and if you weren't aware, AWS usually makes up around 70% of Amazon's profits. So there's huge potential in both Walrus and Seal together. And that's because, of course, they are what secure, decentralized data should look like.
Another part here of the better, faster for Walrus is Seal, which is coming soon. This is another Miston Labs creation which decentralizes secrets management. That just means that encryption and user access control have improved even more than the original protocol. Seal is actually one of the things that lets you store a decentralized AI model and run a business with it if you want. For example, DeepSeek or Qwen, these are both lightweight AI models. You can download them, sometimes even onto a phone, and you can definitely load them onto a robust storage platform like Walrus. Okay, but then what about when you want to train it and perhaps launch a product? Your users are going to need access, but not the same full access, the same extent of access that you have. That's Seal. User access controls. So you can create your own AI model wrapper business like a Quillbot or Jasper, or if you want, create something totally new. Or how about this, even better, take your company's data and make a private GPT trained on your data that only your company or yourself or whatever, only somebody specific can access. Now you're treating your data as the high priority that it actually is. And then taking decentralized AI one step further, Walrus is a great place to create AI agents and run them. Talus Network is doing exactly that to run AI agents on SUI, and that's pretty sweet. Get Swarmed is another. They create decentralized AI agent swarms, and those are groups of agents working together, all of them operating on SUI while running on Walrus. And look, just in case you didn't know, Decentralized AI is going to be a big deal, especially so for private companies that want to train their data, but not necessarily share it with the public at large. And really, only data storage providers like Walrus can make that happen. As you have seen these last few days and these last few weeks, we've been talking about slowly unveiling a new project that we're very proud of here at Altcoin Buzz. Check out the link in the description below. We're inviting all of our viewers to try it, to check it out. Once again, you can find the link and participate in the description below. The Pudgy Penguins NFT collection is up over 400% in the last 30 days, and Pudgy Penguins is storing all of their media assets now on Walrus. And look, that's not to say that all the Pudgy holders out there made money thanks to Walrus, but it still is telling. And the thing is, winners always seek out winners. The Claynosaurus collection, they moved everything from Solana to SUI by way of Walrus. And other NFT infrastructure like Tradeport and Crossmint are also on Walrus now as well. Look, if you believe that NFT collections can and possibly even will make a comeback, then really a key part of the SUI NFT ecosystem is Walrus, plain and simple. Also, another area NFT holders and really all crypto investors, I suppose, need to worry about are the phishing scams and hacks of browser-based or other hot wallets. Top security protocol CryptoGuard is launching soon on Walrus, and this protects SUI ecosystem holders who use Chrome, but also Firefox, Brave, Opera, and other browsers as well. So really, Walrus has a collective mindset. They're thinking of everything, again, better, faster, cheaper, and also more secure all at the same time. So here we have a great product in Walrus and a winning team behind it in the form of Mistin Labs. How's the token doing? The native WAL, WAL, is down, as you can see, 15% since its launch in March at 46 cents. Now, here's the thing. We know that 2025, really up until the last couple of weeks, has been pretty unkind to most of the altcoins that were non-big caps. Any project really outside of the top 50 or top 100, you can argue. But Walrus is on the way to becoming a top 50 project. It is already in the top 160 right now as I record. And that is impressive because if you think about that, it's only really been public for 3.5, 4 months. We're actually just above where we are in terms of price right now at 46.5 cents. We're just above where this project launched in terms of the TGE at 46 cents. For context, the all-time high is 75.9 cents. So that would be a nice 50 or so percent return if we were to get back to that level. That shouldn't be too difficult for them to achieve realistically. The SUI ecosystem is one of the healthiest in the industry. I would say possibly the best pound for pound ecosystem in terms of health in the industry. And of course, obviously, that benefits Walrus just as Walrus benefits the ecosystem. It's a bit of a virtuous feedback cycle there. So not discounted above and beyond the TGE, but at a very good entry price right now, in my opinion. As you can see, the price over the course of the last month is starting to go up. People are starting to see the value here, and this is really one of SUI's top ecosystem projects. Given their track record, it's difficult to argue any kind of a bet against the SUI team. We certainly don't bet against them. If it applies to you one way or another, you may want to check out Walrus for whatever data storage needs you have, be them large or small. And if you don't have any such needs, at least check out the WAL token WAL once again, because in our humble opinion, at less than $1 billion market cap, it's one that's not going to stay at these levels for very long.